Hi guys, today I want to tell you everything you need to know about using an Apple AirTag. We'll start with unboxing, then setup. I'll show you how to find a lost item, and then we'll talk about how to change the battery. We'll walk through it step by step. Let's start by unboxing a new AirTag. AirTags are tiny trackers from Apple that help you find lost things, like your keys, wallet, or even your luggage. You can attach one to just about anything and use your iPhone to track it down if it goes missing. Let's take a look inside the box and get one set up. It runs on a replaceable battery and it connects to the Find My app to help you keep track of your stuff. Before we set it up, we want to make sure these settings are turned on: Bluetooth, location services, Find My, two-factor authentication, Wi-Fi or cellular, and iCloud keychain. So now we'll walk through the steps of turning those settings on. Tap Settings, then your Apple ID, then tap Sign In and Security. Tap two-factor authentication and make sure that's turned on. Then tap your iCloud. Tap Passwords. Turn on the keychain. Then scroll down to Privacy and Security. Tap Location Services. Make sure that's turned on. Next, make sure Bluetooth is turned on. If it's not turned on, tap it and turn it on. And make sure either Wi-Fi or cellular is turned on. Instead of going to settings, you always have the option of opening your control center and making sure Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are turned on there. If you're on a newer iPhone, swipe down from the top right. If you're on an older iPhone, swipe up from the bottom to open the control center. Next, you want to make sure you have the Find My app installed on your phone. It should be there by default, but if it's not there, you can tap on the App Store and download it. Lastly, we're going to turn on Find My. Tap Settings, then tap your Apple ID at the top. Now tap Find My. Then tap Find My iPhone. And make sure those switches are turned on. Now let's get back to connecting the AirTag. Pull the plastic tab. You'll hear the AirTag make a chirping sound. And then you'll see the Connect screen pop up on your iPhone. Now the AirTag is ready to be connected. So I'll tap Connect, and then you choose what you want to call it. There's some already preset names, but you can make a custom name depending on what the item is going to be. Then tap Continue. So either choose one of the available names or type in your own. If you're going to put it on your pet collar, maybe you name it the name of your pet. I'll tap Continue again, and then I'll choose an image to go with it. Since mine is going to go in a suitcase, I'll just choose the suitcase. Then tap Continue, and it will connect. You'll have to tap Agree to the terms and conditions, and then it's ready to go. Now we'll look at how to find a lost item and how to use the Find My app. Open the Find My app, and at the bottom, tap on the Items tab. Then tap on the item you want to search for, and then tap on the handle and pull up. These are the options if you have a newer iPhone, 11 or later. If you have an iPhone 10 or earlier, or an iPhone SE model, you'll see directions instead of find nearby. So let's say you've lost your keys with an AirTag attached. Here's what to do. Tap Play Sound if you think the keys are nearby but out of sight, like under a couch cushion or in another room. The AirTag will make a chirping sound. And you can just follow that sound until you find it. If you don't hear the sound and you still can't find your item, tap Find Nearby. This will help give you more precise directions to find your item. You can follow the prompts and they'll lead you to the keys. If playing a sound doesn't help, you don't hear any chirping, and finding nearby doesn't give you any help, you think you may have left them far away, like at a restaurant. Or if you don't have a newer iPhone, tap Directions. This will open Apple Maps. It will give you walking or driving directions to your AirTag's last known location. Here's something to understand. The AirTag is using the Apple Find My network. It uses other devices to update your AirTag's location. So even if it's not with you, chances are someone else's iPhone is helping you track it down. If an AirTag is within Bluetooth range of your iPhone, ultra-wideband technology provides highly accurate location data, and it will help you find its precise location. Before we move on to changing the battery, I want to show you a few other settings in the Find My app that you can turn on to help you find a lost AirTag. If you tap Notify when left behind, this feature will send you an alert if your AirTag gets separated from your iPhone, like if you walk away from your keys or your backpack. You can also add trusted locations, like your home or your office, so you don't get alerts when you're purposely leaving your stuff behind. You can also share the AirTag's location with someone you trust. Tap Share Item Location and then choose a contact. Once it's shared, they'll be able to see the item's location in their Find My app. If you tend to lose your keys a lot, it might be a good idea to share your item with someone you trust. If you have an AirTag in your suitcase and your trip's over and you want to put it somewhere else, like in your purse or your car, you can rename it. Open the item in the Find My app, scroll down to the bottom and tap Rename Item. Then you can attach it to your new item. You can also tap Show Contact Info and add your email address or your phone number. This will allow someone to contact you if they find your lost item. Last, we're going to look at changing the battery. Once you get an AirTag, you may notice it'll be a good idea to have something to put it in. I have a little keychain holder that I use to attach it to my keys. If you're going to put it on your pet's collar, in your car, in your suitcase, it might be a good idea to get a little holder. You can order them anywhere, and that should help keep it more safe. To change the battery, press down on the silver back counterclockwise. It will turn about 1/4 of a turn. An AirTag uses a CR2032 battery. They're usually available at any grocery store. And the batteries usually last about a year. Once you twist the cover off, take out the old battery, replace it with the new one, positive side up. Then you twist the back clockwise to tighten it. Then you can put it back in your holder. That should be everything you need to know to use an Apple AirTag. I hope you find a good place to put it, whether it's your keys, your purse, your wallet. I like to keep one in my car. Hopefully this will help you keep your things safe. You can find AirTags at most major stores like Amazon, Target, Best Buy, or you could buy it directly from apple.com. You'll get the best deal if you buy them in a pack of 3 or more. If you're interested in a video about the other parts of the Find My app, how to find people, and how to find devices, please let me know in the comments and I can do that. If you have any questions on AirTags or any other iPhone question, please leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.